Hi, it's Pete Walstab from Excellent Edges. Today we're going to be covering off why I have a kit of scissors. So many people always come to me and say, why have you got so many scissors? They're too many, like you only need one. Well, today I'm going to explain to you a little bit about why I run a kit and why heaps of our ambassadors all use a kit. And it boils down to a specific scissor for a specific cutting purpose. So if I was to have in my kit, I'm always going to start with a blunt cutter. A blunt cutter is something cut straight lines, boom, straight across. No mucking around. What we do here is we alleviate the need to cut a straight line with 6 little steps. This is in simple close. I'll even show you one here. I don't even have to get up to show you this one. Look how simple this is. Come in, cut a line. Come in, line. Bang, bang, bang. From there, we have what I would call a precision cutter. So a precision cutter is 2 small, fine little blades, really good detail work. This is a double bevel, super aggressive. Quite similar, I guess, to my blunt cutter, but you'll notice that the size of the blades, because they're so small, it's great for little detail work that you can't get into with the bigger weapon. Okay, next scissor I have in my range is I always have a point cutter. For me, a point cutter is a clamshell edge, but what this one has is a spine running along the middle like a mountain blade. This mountain blade, you'll notice what it does is it gives it lots of strength at the tip. Even when opening them here and looking at them, you'll see they almost feel like they're crossing over. It gives all the strength at that point of the scissor, meaning it's great for all your point cutting work. It will point cut, but it's still a slight softness through there. That's super aggressive. A lot of people say, why can't you use a precision cutter for point cutting? The main reason is because this has a bevel edge, it'll almost be too blocked and too triangular. You want this to be slightly softer so the hair collapses into each other. So a great point cutter. If I'm starting out in hairdressing, it's really important to have one of these. Finally, I use a slicing scissor. And for me, I've got the big mouth marlin, little baby boy, but has super fine blades, 30-degree edge angle. Remember at the start when we did the stingray? Have a look at this one. I mean, it just doesn't cut hair, but this one obviously comes into its own whenever we start working in a slicing motion through the hair. It's got so much push in it that it's always going to be super soft. So it's 4 very different edges. I'm not going to go into my other 2 at the minute. These, I've got a texturizer, the Barracuda. It's a fine tooth, and then I'd call that maybe a thinner or weight reduction tool. And then I've got the Croc, which is a 10-tooth texturizer, adds texture to the hair. It's really important to know why I have these 4 main cutting scissors. And when you're actually working with these scissors, what you're gonna find is that if you were to have these in your kit, you are gonna pretty much have these for your entire hairdressing career. Because what happens is, when I have one scissor and I use it for absolutely everything, it actually goes blunt a lot quicker. It's never gonna slice as well or blunt cut as well. So if I have one scissor for blunt and I use it purely for that, and then I introduce a second scissor that I'm using purely for my precision work, what it does is it doubles the life of these scissors. It also means that I won't have to service them as often. When I introduce a third, it'll triple the life, and a fourth, it quadruples the life. Purely because I'm not sharpening them anywhere near as much, and I'm using them purely for their sake that's intended, so they last a whole lot longer. So if you were to have a kit of scissors like this, my guarantee to you is that these will last your entire hairdressing career if you look after them. So make sure you do, make sure you stick to and understand what each tool can do, use it for a specific purpose, and you'll have nothing but joy for the rest of your hairdressing life. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, make sure you do like it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. There's a little bell icon next to it. Make sure you click that so each time we drop a video, you'll be the first to know about it.